Welcome to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller as we are set to bring you all the action out of Newman Gymnasium as the Lady Eagles of Husson women's basketball are set to take on the Colby College Mules. Sam, this should be a strong matchup tonight between two teams trying to get their seasons back on track.
Absolutely, Avery. Husson coming off a very tough loss to SUNY Canton, only losing 72-74, so they're obviously looking to get back on track here. As for the Mules, they've been a little inconsistent over the past couple of games, only going 3-3, but I expect these teams to hit the ground running, play physical defense, and just have a very tough game from here on out.
Yeah, this Colby team coming into this matchup having dropped back-to-back losses to conference opponents. Obviously, this game a non-conference matchup between NESCAC and North Atlantic Conference School. Well, the Eagles, you mentioned that, lost to SUNY Canton. They had rattled off 3 in a row there after losing 4 straight. So kind of a tough loss after having some momentum building in the middle part of their season.
Absolutely, and the keys to this game are going to be just as much like that. And here's what we're going to do for Husson. For the Eagles, what they're going to do is stand their ground on D. They're averaging 2.6 blocks per game. Sophia McVicker, a key piece on the defensive end with over 1.3 steals per game, as well as cashing in on their freebies. They're shooting 67% from the line this year, the free throw line that is. And with Richards for the Eagles shooting 2.3 free throws per game, 79% on the year for her. So she's having an incredible year. And of course, control the pace early on. They score 16 points per game off turnovers. So getting out and running in transition is going to be key for this Eagles team.
Yeah, and Husson definitely led through kind of this core group of starters. Obviously, Bailey Donovan, the big name that gets brought up on a lot of these broadcasts, having another career year here with the Eagles. It seems like a lot of teams have kind of conceded the fact that they're not going to be able to cover her out there. And the way that teams have been beating this Eagles squad is by just kind of letting her have her kind of 20 points a game, 15 rebounds, and not really trying to, obviously, they try to stop her, but not double team her out there and make sure that they stop the other players out there from scoring. And for a few teams, that's definitely worked well against this Eagles squad.
Absolutely, and the thing with the Mules, they're not a very heavily sized team. I believe they have an average height of around 5'6" to 5'7", so they are very quick and they are very scrappy. So expect them to play very physical, despite the fact they are a bit of a size advantage. Which brings us to their keys to the game: crashing the boards. We talked about Donovan and how dominant she's been, with Hanscom on the Mules team having around 7 rebounds per game. The team averaging 37 rebounds per game as well, so keeping Donovan off the boards and crashing them themselves is going to be huge. As well as sharing the rock, with Olenek for the Mules having at least 2 assists per game, and they're averaging 10.6 assists per game, so being able to pass the rock around and share the ball is going to be crucial for them. And of course, guarding your yard, Olenek, a name you're going to be hearing a lot in this broadcast, with 2.8 steals per game. She does it all for the Mules. She can score, she can pass. And for this game, the most important part, she's going to have to play some solid defense with those quick guards that the Eagles have.
Yeah, this Colby's team definitely right now being led a little bit by some freshman talent out there in Olenek and Hanscom. Both of them coming in new this year, being some of the key starters for this squad, along with a few other older players as well for them who have played some significant minutes out there, including Carter McLoom and Caroline Smith. And they're returning seniors. As we are just about to get underway here, we're going to be handing this one down to the public address announcer in just a moment for the starting lineups and national anthem. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Husson Eagles Sports Network.
sophomore guard from Staten Island, New York, number 11, Chelsea Ivanevu. A freshman guard from Medford, Mass, number 13, Kate Olenek. A freshman forward from Andover, Mass, number 17, Amelia Hanscom. A sophomore guard from Mansfield, Mass, number 21, Lydia Mordowski. And a senior forward from Bethesda, Maryland, number 24, Carter McClune. Colby is coached by Chanel Harris-Smith and assisted by Chris Cameron and Haley Parker. And now, your lineup for your Husson Eagles. A junior guard from Bedford, California, number 1, Sophia Torres Reyes. A junior guard from Calais, Maine, number 4, Sophia McVicker. A junior guard from Bucksport, Maine, number 33, Lacey Scanlon. A senior guard from Ellsworth, Maine, number 11, Trinity Montigny. And a senior guard from Smyrna Mills, Maine, number 21, Michaela Porter.
And welcome back to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. That was the national anthem and starting lineups. We'll go over those real quick. For the visiting Colby Mules, it will be number 11, Chelsea Ibunabu. Number 13, Kate Olenek. Number 17, Amelia Hanscom. Number 21, Lydia Mordarsky. And number 24, Carter McClune. And for the Eagles, it will be number 1, Sophia Torres Reyes. Number 4, Sophia McVicker. Number 11, Trinity Montigny. Number 21, Michaela Porter. And number 33, Lacey Scanlon. Interesting lineup here for the Eagles. No Bailey Donovan out there to start this one. Might be a little bit of a change-up in the lineup here against this Colby team. Obviously a non-conference matchup. This one doesn't really affect those conference standings. The Eagles, after this game, I believe will play all conference matchups for the duration of the season. So some big ones coming up. Same with Colby. They'll be playing all NESCAC matchups. So we'll see how this one plays out here tonight as we are getting ready to get underway. This one's going to be won by Colby. Right off the first tip here is Mordarsky. Going to sling it back out to the top of the key here. Mordarsky's going to hand this one over. Pass into the middle to Hanscom. She misses that one and wins her own rebound as she tries to spin and gets the and one here early. As she went over the top of Scanlon on that one.
Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. No Donovan means Hanscom might have a little bit of a field day in there. Husson opting for a smaller lineup against this faster Colby team, and as a result, Hanscom had the right idea, got the ball right in that squared circle, and just made them pay for it.
And she drains the free throw to make it an early 3-0 lead here for Colby. Hanscom didn't start the first 3 games of the season. Since then has been a very consistent starter at that big position. This one handed out to McVicker at the top. And try to dribble this one inside. Find Montigny now. Montigny across court to Porter. Porter's going to take a shot there. This one off the front side of the rim. It's going to be bounce around. Scanlon getting it. Porter wide open underneath the hoop. And she'll drain that one for the bucket as the Eagles bring it back within 1 here.
Yeah, great awareness right there from Scanlon to find a wide open Porter. A bit of a defensive lapse there from the Mules. So we'll see what they can do here to come back on offense.
This one handed to McClune. And there's going to be a shot there from Colby. That one too far, as that was Mordarsky who tried to take one. This one back up top here, as now finding Mordarsky for another 3 shot. That one too far again. And Torres Reyes will try to bring this one up the court, finding Porter. Going to drop this one back outside, as McVicker has it. McVicker finding Scanlon here. We go back to Torres Reyes. Porter's going to try to go inside with it, working against McClune, and that one taken away by Hanscom. As she's going to bring this one right up the middle of the court. Going to try to find Mordarsky, who puts up a shot on that one. Nothing there. Hanscom wins the rebound. That one slapped away, though. And the Eagles will regain possession.
Yeah, good. That was a good help defense there from McVicker. Saw that Scanlon had a little bit of a trouble with that matchup right there. And altered the shot of Hanscom.
And it looks like the Eagles will get called for the foul on that one. It'll be an offensive foul going against Husson. As this one's going to be taken up the floor here by Abu Nabu. As this one, finding a Olenek shot here from the corner. That one just a little too far. Colby here early in this one had a number of three-point chances. They've just had a little bit too much mustard on them so far. As McLoon has it. And find Mordarski here in the corner trying to go into the middle. That one blocked away by Montigny. One of the defensive specialists for this Husson team. Getting left wide open here at the top. He'll eventually get it with Hanscom covering. Torres Reyes trying to call for the screen here. She's going to get an open shot and drain that one. And they're going to score that one as just a two-pointer, a foot just inside the line. As this one, Olenek with it. Now work against McVicker and Scanlon. As Mordarski is going to throw something up over the top to McLoon in the corner. This one a shot, and that one just a little too far for Colby. As Mordarski will find Olenek here. Olenek averaging 15.5 points per game, and she's going to find Hanscom for the bucket.
Yeah, that was just a great pass right there from Olenek, and Hanscom with a wide open layup to help extend this lead just a little bit.
Hanscom scored in double digits in 8 of the games this year as Scanlon will drain that one from deep to give the Eagles their first lead of the game. As this is Hanscom with the ball now. Going to go in towards the basket. Rebound here from McLoon out to Mordarski. He's going to fake out McVicker on that one and drain the three-pointer as she puts the Mules back on top. That was a nice little pump fake on that one.
Absolutely. It all started with offensive rebounding from the Mules right now. It's been a factor with no Bailey Donovan starting in this game. The Mules have been able to get a lot of second chance points early in this first quarter.
That one slapped away by Mordarski. As now a pass back to her, and she's going to get fouled on the layup. That one's going to go against McVicker. So Mordarski will go to the line to take a couple here. As Colby will bring in their first substitution of the game, Anna Van Rumer. Averaging about 12 minutes per game on the season. It's been good for about 3 points in those minutes as well. As Mordarski will make the first free throw. And she'll make the second as well. As Colby perfect from the line so far in this one. And this one handed over to Porter. Porter's going to make a nice move towards the basket and drive up and in for the score.
That's what Porter can do for you on offense. He's very good three-skill player. She can shoot, she can pass, and when you want her to, she can drive to that lane and penetrate to the paint.
It looks like the Eagles are set to make a wave substitution here. There'll be Langle, Donovan, Cook, Richards, and I believe Price coming in down there on the court. That one's going to be a shot from the quarter from Porter. Montigny with it here. He's going to try to drive inside. Finding Porter now. Back up top to Torres Reyes. Now finding Montigny out to Scanlon. Scanlon with a shot, and that one just a little too far. And McVicker with it. Montigny thought about that one. He's going to hand it back off. This one a shot. That one way too short from Torres Reyes. Nice job by Porter to keep it in. That one never touched rim, though, so now 5 seconds on the shot clock here for the Eagles. Porter with it. Going to take just a desperate shot there. And that will be a violation from the Eagles. And they'll bring in that wave substitution. It will be Price joining that other group. A little bit bigger lineup here now for Husson with both Lingle and Donovan coming in. See if they try to switch up the offense a little bit. Seemed like that first group was a little bit more content to try to take some shots from distance. Obviously, this group coming out, both Richards and Cook, kind of three-point specialists out there as well.
Yeah, having those two big bodies like Donovan and Langle are going to be very hard to contend with in the paint, as we just saw right there. Presence in the paint is going to be a lot to handle if you're the Mules.
Donovan, the reigning North Atlantic Conference, both Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. Very dominant inside as Cook's going to drain an early three. Her first shot of the game will tie it back up here at the Newman. Donovan, very dangerous inside, obviously on the offensive end. Also difficult to get past as she slaps this one out of bounds. Kind of hard to get passes in over the top to your opposing center. I think especially at the Division III level, Donovan's height definitely play wonders for her down there. As this one given to Olenek, who's been quiet so far in this one. As Cook's going to knock this one away, right back out to Von Rumer, though. And this one going to be a foul here on Colby. So it'll be Eagles possession. Tied up at 12 here. Richards is going to give this one over to Price now. Price finding Lengel inside. Lengel's going to try to drive around the top and give it to Donovan. That one, a good job by Lengel to keep it in play, though. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Finding Donovan inside. She's going to miss that one, get her own rebound, though. And eventually, I believe, get fouled down there by Colby.
Yeah, we talked about it during pregame, and that's what you get when Bailey Donovan's in the game. A lot more presence in the paint and a lot harder to get those rebounds if you're Colby. The thing what makes Donovan so great is her ability to position herself to get those rebounds. We saw it when she missed that first little bunny that she had, got right back up and drawed the foul right there.
As she's going to make her first free throw of the night. That'll be her first points as well. Donovan averaging a double-double on the season. I believe she's only missed that double-double mark in 3 games so far. I believe 2 of those coming with just a lack of 1 rebound, finishing with 9. This one a nice pass inside. Donovan, though, the wall is going to shut this one as a nice move inside. Slapped away by Donovan, but right back out to Colby. Running out of time here. That one a missed pass. Richards earning on the speed here, guarded by Mordarski. Going to stop and throw that one up and in. Mordarski kind of caught in no man's land on that one. A long pass up towards the end of the floor. And that one's going to be called, I believe, on Colby. So a good little transition play there from the Eagles. You had the takeaway, score, and then the takeaway right back. Now the Eagles will get possession up 3.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Hannah Richards right there, because after she got that steal and scored that basket there, she hustled all the way back to the court. She saw an open woman on the way, like all the way down. So she stuck her hands up and altered that shot a little bit when she got down there. So great transition, offense and defense right there from the Eagles.
As Richards gets her first points of the game. So far in the season, she's been a little bit hot and cold sometimes. She's had games where it's definitely been in a groove, and then also games where she's gone a little bit cold. You can see Colby here guarding Donovan closely with Hanscom. One's going to get past in her, a little fadeaway jumper, too short off the front edge of the rim. I think Colby's going to be confident to give her those ones tonight. This one, a missed pass taken away by Cook. Cook with the speed on Hanscom is going to try to lay this one up and in, and she'll get the score. The Eagles here getting some points off the turnover. That was something you mentioned in the pregame, Sam, of just the ability for the Eagles to try to score off those turnover plays. Colby will take a timeout. We'll take a quick break here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. And welcome back to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller, and right now the Eagles are sporting a 5-point lead over the visiting Mules of Colby College. They lead this one at 17-12 with just a minute left here in the first quarter. We'll see what Colby managed to change with their starting lineup out there after that timeout. This one's going to be handed in quickly to Lauren Cho. Going to give this one over to Mordarski. Darski's trying to go inside, finding Cho. Go back up top to Hanscom now. Hanscom a little dribble behind the back here, under 10 seconds now. Colby's going to have to try to get a shot off here. Colby's going to take, that's Cho that is who takes a shot. Now McLoon up top to Mordarski. That one's going to be swatted out of play by Lengel. And we'll stay with Colby here. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
You can just see how Husson, after that timeout, and just before that timeout as well, they really picked up the defensive intensity, not giving Colby any room to score as they score on that possession right there.
A beautiful little play there between Hanscom and Olenek. Was definitely set up a little bit. Olenek with the inbound, gets it to Hanscom, just kind of rolls around behind Donovan. Doesn't really see the behind the back pass. Lengel with it here. 30 seconds now left in this first quarter. Under 10 on the shot clock as Cook has it at the top. Going to dribble past Olenek. That one swatted away. Olenek trying to take it the full court. But a player on her left is going to take it herself and gets fouled by Richards on the shot. So she'll go to the line to take two here. Olenek, a 75% free throw shooter on the year. Has multiple 20-point games on the season. Scored in the double digits in 14 out of her 15 starts. Currently sitting at 5. Make that 6. She's trying to bring this game close for the end of the first quarter. She'll make both of the free throws from the line and bring it within one, and the Eagles will most likely have the final possession here. There's 10 seconds left on the first quarter clock. Richards is going to give it over to Cook. 5 seconds now. Richards with the ball. That one blocked away. Colby here, maybe one last chance for a shot from midcourt, and that one drained by Lydia Mordarski from just a step inside of midcourt for the late three-pointer to end the first quarter.
What a way to end the quarter right there. First, there was the incredible block right there from Richards, and just throws up a half-court heave and extends this lead up to 2 as we end the first quarter here.
So we'll be back here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. And welcome back to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Colby now up 2 after that late three-point shot from Mordarski. I don't think anyone saw that one coming as Lengel with the ball here is going to give it over to Torres Reyes. As now Richards with it, finding Lengel. Lengel's going to put up a shot. That one no good though. As Torres Reyes will replace Price out there. Coming in with the second group of 5 that entered about midway through that first quarter. This one handed over to, I believe, McLoon in the corner is going to drain that one as Colby right now shooting from beyond the arc. They've had some big three-pointers in this game.
That's got to feel good for Colby. As a team this year shooting around 26% per game. So being able to get on the board early with those big three-pointers has to be crucial, especially with a team as physical as Husson.
Torres Ray's going to take a shot there. Rebound by Hanscom. Going to give this one over to Olenek. As that one will be a foul, I believe, on Husson. So we'll stay Colby possession here.
One thing I'd like to mention is the fact that one thing that we've been seeing through this entire game so far is that first quarter was extremely, extremely physical. We've seen it on offense and defense. Both these teams not letting up at all. They've been able to match each other every which way.
Now that one will be a score there from Colby as they'll extend their lead to 8 now all of a sudden. Looked like the Eagles were going to go into that end of the first quarter up a couple points, and now all of a sudden down 8 to this Colby team. Big steal there from Cook as she's going to try to bring the Eagles a little bit closer here. Has this one given over to Lengel, finding Richards in the corner. Richards finds Cook now. Under 5 seconds now left on the clock. Richards is going to have to put something up. Finding Lengel. Going to take a shot. That one too far. One by Donovan on the rebound, and she'll turn and score that one. As that was a good defensive stand there for Colby, but bouncing right to the Eagles' star center. That one almost given away out there. McLoon's going to find Mordarski in the corner. That one too short, and a rebound by Donovan. Now finding Richards, pass out to Cook. Cook's going to heave one back up. This one bouncing around, and Olenek going to get the rebound.
Hey, Richards had the right idea right there. Looked like she wanted to take it up herself, but saw the cutting Cook. Fortunately, Cook didn't get it to drop, so let's see what the Eagles can do here on defense.
As Olenek's going to try to take this one inside, finding Mordarski out on the wing. She's going to go up through the middle, and I believe draw the foul there from Donovan. Her first of the game. As Montigny and McVicker will replace Cook and Lengel out there. As it will be Bray Hunter entering the game for Colby College, along with Lily Nagy and Anna Von Rumer. As Mordarski will go to the line to take this one. Currently sitting at 8 points in the game, 2 for 4 on 3-point shots. 100% from the line, as that one will make it 66%. And she's going to almost make that one, as that one went in and out of the basket. She's going to find Torres Reyes now trying to drive her way inside. As McVicker with it here. Going to find Richards. Let's put a little move on, finding Montigny now. Montigny over to Torres Reyes. Pass over the top. Donovan, easy bucket on that one. She'll bring it within 4 here.
Yeah, it looks like when they took out Amelia Hanscom, it looks like number 12, Bray Hunter, now has the responsibility of guarding Donovan down low, which for any defender is very, very difficult.
Hunter, a senior, having only played 2 games on the season so far. Played in 16 a season ago, hasn't played since the end of December. Tough early matchup for her. Looks like a mixture of her along with Anna Von Rumer trying to guard Donovan out there. That one, that's a heave from Olenek, and she's going to drain that one right in the Eagles' face. Another big 3-point shot for this Colby team.
Olenek shooting 38% on the year this year, showing off one of the many reasons why she's a big part of this Colby offense.
As this one bouncing around, a big rebound there from Hunter. Husson currently shooting 5 of 9, or not Husson, that is. Colby, that is, shooting 5 of 9 from beyond 3-point range. This one giving over to Hunter. Gonna find a wide open Mordarski. Is gonna put this one a little too far. Rebound by Montigny. Whereas Ray's gonna find Montigny. Back to her. Gonna drive inside. Is gonna hand this one off. Donovan from 3. And that one too short off the front of the rim. As Montigny almost with a chance to get that rebound. That one's gonna slip its way out though. It'll be Colby ball here. As it will be Porter along with Scanlon re-entering the game. It will replace Richards and Torres Reyes out there. As this one's going to be handed to Hunter in the middle. Hunter out wide to Olenek, guarded by McVicker. One of the Eagles' better defenders out there. Olenek's trying to get a little screen here from Hunter. Gonna give this one out to Von Rumer. This one a little too far though. Montigny's going to get the rebound. He's going to give a cross-court pass to Porter. And a dribble right into Olenek, who I believe is going to get called for the foul on that one. As it will be Callaway LePage who's going to replace Donovan out there. Page had a good game against Bowdoin a few weeks ago. Eagles' last home game. Been on a little bit of an away streak as of late. Playing games at Worcester Poly, Maine at Farmington. This one a shot to near side from Porter. Rebound by Colby. At UMaine Farmington, at Vermont State University, at Johnson, and versus SUNY Canton in Canton. As a nice move there by Olenek, nets a basket.
Yeah, Olenek just attacking the paint right there. Just made a quick little move and saw the wide open lane and extends this lead to 9 for the Mules.
That puts Olenek at 12 already in this contest. Another double-digit game for her. As a nice move by Porter to the basket. Will let the Eagles 2 points.
Call that a shake and bake, Avery. She shook her defender off to one side and just decided to bake that thing right into the basket for the other side.
This one given over to Olenek. The only player out on the court right now for Colby with any points in the game. That one's going to be a travel called on Ibunabu, as this one will go to the Eagles. As Hanscom and McLoone will re-enter the game. Along with Lauren Cho. Colby team season ago finished 8-14. Right now it's sitting at 9-6, so already improvement on the year. They retained their top 5 leading scorers. I think can be big for programs when you can kind of keep a group together for multiple seasons. Have a lot of young talent, I think, out there. Obviously, Olenek and Hanscom leading this team in points so far, as that one tossed up by Porter, and it's going to be out for Colby possession. Both of them being freshmen. Lydia Mordarski, another key contributor, a sophomore for this team. This one taken into the corner here. That one's going to be passed over the top to Hanscom. Going to try to use her size on Montigny, and that one a little too far. Definitely managed to drive to the rim. As this one, McLoon's going to give it into the middle. Cho there for the basket for Colby.
That was great awareness right there from Cho to see that her team was getting trapped in the corner. She made a nice cut right to the paint. Got an easy bucket right there for the Mules.
Cho, a sophomore for this Colby team. We're getting about 3.5 points on the season per game. As Scanlon's going to try to bring this to the left side, as Porter can't handle the dribble on that one. And that will be out for a Colby possession right in front of their own bench.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscommunication right there. It looked like Porter was trying to get it right back to her teammate there. Just couldn't hold on to it. Here come the Mules once again.
Colby right now sporting a 9-point lead here. 2 minutes left in the first half. As that's more Darsky who's going to try to bring something towards the hoop. She ran into Montigny there. Probably got ref knocked out of her a little bit. As McVicker loses the dribble right back. And that one will go out of play. Montigny's going to get a substitution. It'll be Roxanne Sasse who's going to come in. As Colby looking to bring this one up the floor. More Darsky with the ball, trying to find Cho in the corner. Cho back up top to McLoon. McLoon's going to take a three-point shot. This one too short off the front rim. Callaway LePage winning the rebound. As McVicker's trying to up the pace a little bit down here. This one finding Sasse. Sasse turnaround jumper, and that one in for the Eagles.
Gotta feel good for Sasse coming right off the bench and just putting in a bucket for what's been a very tight second quarter with a lot of shots going up, but not too many going in.
And Eagles bench thinking that one would be in their possession. Referee coming in and giving that one to Colby. SA's definitely been increasing playing time as of late. Coming off the injury a season ago. She's going to take this one away, giving it to McVicker. McVicker, nice moves up through the middle, taking it up to LePage, and she's going to get fouled on that one. I think those points, or potential points here, definitely set up by that nice McVicker run up through the middle.
Absolutely. Got to give it, once again, credit to Sasse, who got that steal. I believe it was on Mordarski to start it out with. Got it right over to McVicker, and McVicker with a couple sweet moves to get right to the paint. And as such, here we are at the free throw line.
And LePage will make that first one, shooting about 50% on the season from the line. Obviously, only 14 points on the year, pretty small sample size, as that one's going to be missed off the backside of the rim. Under a minute now here in this first half of play. It'll be McLoon who's going to give a pass to Cho. Cho cutting back towards the basket, and she's going to get fouled, I believe, by LePage. Or Scanlon, that is. And this one drained by Cho, shooting 65% from the line. And extend the lead back to 7 here. The Eagles will likely have 1 to 2 more possessions here in this first half of play. McVicker trying to work inside. And just to keep control of the dribble, finding Porter now. The Eagles are going to try to drain this one down as far as they can. Callaway LePage trying to take a shot. She's going to get fouled right back by Cho. She'll go to the line to take another 2. Currently shooting 50% in the game.
It seems like the Eagles have really been favoring that LePage matchup down low. It seems like the last couple possessions they've been able to find her, and LePage has been able to find herself to the free throw line.
I remember I broadcasted that Bowdoin game a few weeks ago. Page went on kind of a little run out midway through the game where I think she scored 5 or 6 points in a row. As she's going to make both of those. 3 of 4 on the game so far for her. As that will bring it within 5 here for the Eagles. Colby under 20 seconds now on the clock. This will be the final possession. They can hold on to it for the remainder of it. Olenek going inside. That one's going to get knocked away. She will keep possession for Colby, though. 7 seconds now on the shot clock. We'll see if Colby tries to do that same little play we saw them do earlier. As Olenek struggling to find someone to get this one into. McVicker's going to try to poke that one out of bounds. I'll cut it down to 7 seconds now. The Eagles defense on that last inbound doing a good job of not allowing anything through. This one's going to get passed in. Colby here. 5 seconds left on the clock. This one a diving shot, and what a basket from Chelsea Nebu as she gets some late points on the board. Kind of got knocked down. Got the and one here with only 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's a great way to end the half here, the Eagles. What a great move to the basket that was. And we'll see if they can send the lead here to 8 by the end of this first half.
Colby so far at the end of both quarters having some kind of highlight plays out there. Obviously, you had that mid-court three-point shot to end the first. And then right there, a tough basket by Colby. But they will go into the half up 7 on the Eagles. I think they got to as much as 9 at one point in that first half. The Eagles sticking right around with Colby. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. Welcome back to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. Right now, the Colby College Mules lead the Eagles by 7, up 35-28. It's been a pretty close contest throughout. Colby's had the lead for much of the game, though, and have definitely been somewhat in the driver's seat, I think. The Eagles kind of struggling a little bit on stuff they've struggled for a lot of the season, kind of hitting those shots from the outside.
Yeah, it seemed like the Eagles in that first half, they had a lot of good looks, but a lot of them just were not going in. And for some halftime stats, the notable name that we have right now is Katie Olenek for the Mules, who has 12 points and I believe about 4 rebounds as well. So she is definitely putting in that work for the Mules. As for the Eagles, I believe we have McKaylin Porter, who's leading the way with 6 points for her squad. So let's see what both of these teams can do to either pull ahead and come back into this contest, Avery.
So the Eagles will come out with kind of a mixed bag between those two different kind of distinct lineups we saw in that first quarter. The Eagles coming out with a group of 5 and then bringing a second wave group about midway through the first. And then now kind of a mixed group of that with Torres Reyes, Richards, Donovan, Scanlon, and McVicker out there. It looks like Colby will come out with their initial starting 5 out there. This one handed out to McVicker, guarded by Olenek. As now Scanlon with it. They go back out to McVicker, and that one almost knocked away. As Torres Reyes going to try to get past Donovan here. Finding McVicker now. 5 seconds on the clock. McVicker going to the basket. This one knocked away, and eventually taking a hit off of Colby. So it will be out for Eagles possession here.
Yeah, we talked about the lineups at the beginning of the game. Looks like head coach for the Eagles, Kissy Walker, decided in that first quarter to go with a kind of a smaller, speedier lineup that specializes more on a shooting and defensive side. And as you said, Avery, that second wave of that lineup that we saw was more of a rebounding and just paint play kind of adjustment there. And now as we see, we got the best of both worlds with Donovan, Scanlon, and the rest of the squad in there trying to do their thing, come back in this game.
And so far, I believe scoreless between both these teams, about a minute in. As I think this is the first offensive possession here for Colby. As this one trying to get past Donovan. Almost pokes that one away. Hanscom wide open out on the wing, calling for the ball. Olenek gets it blocked away by Donovan. And that one's going to go off of her last, though, as it will be given back to Colby. It was Olenek who tried to get past Donovan. Came in with a big hand, knocked that one clear. 4 seconds here on the clock. That one's another block, I believe, from Donovan. That's just kind of a desperation shot there from Colby. Vicker trying to put on some moves here. We saw her go up on a little run towards the end of that second quarter, and a nice basket there from Torres Reyes. They're calling for the foul on that one. Hasn't actually shot a foul shot on the season. Kind of an interesting little stat for a player who averages about 30 minutes a game. As Olenek there nets another big 3-point shot, putting her up to 15 in this one. Her career high so far on the season sitting at 24. This one a pass over the top to Donovan. Just a desperation defense there from McGloon. And she manages to keep that one clear. Olenek with the ball, going to go inside to Hanscom. Trying to thread and wall. Donovan still out of the kind of paint area there. As this one will be given over to McGloon. And a second there, the player underneath. Olenek here, under 10 seconds, going to try to put up a layup shot. That one just goes a little too far. And it will be back to Husson. As this one, a nice shot up and in from McVicker. Will bring it within 6 here. The Eagles trying to cut away at that lead that Colby managed to earn at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it seems like whenever the Eagles just have a chance to get back in this game, they have a few quick baskets to kind of cut the lead a little bit short. The Mules have been able to come out and just hit like a big three. We saw that three from like the elbow by Olenek, so we'll see what they can do here. Defensively, kind of slowed the storm that is the Mules offense.
And McGloon putting that shot too far out wide, and we'll see which way they call it. as it will go in the possession for the Eagles. Mentioned it, Colby shooting very well from three-point range so far in this game. Coming into this one, I believe you mentioned not the best stats by them from three-point. More around that 26% or so. As Richards is going to get fouled there on that attempt. And Richards will go to the line to take two here. As Richards is going to send this one, first one that is off the front side. Just a little bit short on that shooting attempt.
Coming into this game, 79.5% from the free throw line is Richards. Definitely a very big contributor when it comes to that part of the ball game.
And it'll be Sasse coming back in here for the Eagles. As this one's going to be given over to McGloon. McGloon going to hand this one off. Now into the corner to Mordarski. Just a little too far on that one. But rebound here from Olenek. Putting her up to 5. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Going to hand this one into the corner. Back out to her. 3 seconds now. Trying to go inside. This one a shot from just in front of the free throw line. And what a bucket there from Adobe Nibua. As McVicker taking a wide open three. This one off the front side of the rim though. And I believe McVicker managed to knock that one off of the Colby player. What a play on the opposite end there after the missed three-point shot.
That's one thing McVicker gives you as a player. Equally skilled on offense, but also makes those hustle plays, those crucial hustle plays on defense. And we saw an example of that right there.
As Richards is going to give this one over. Torres Reyes, wide open jumper, and she nets that one home for Husson. As that will bring the Eagles a little bit closer.
Yeah, that's Torres Reyes' bread and butter right there. You cannot let her get to the foul line extended onto one of those elbows. She is a sniper from that range.
And another nice bucket there. This one, though, from Chelsea Abunabu. We saw her get a great one at the end of the first half. And again gets fouled going to the rim here. As I believe that was, not sure who got given the foul on that one as she misses this free throw here. McVicker right now sitting at 3 fouls in the game so far. One of the Eagles' leading players in terms of minutes played. Definitely kind of edging her way into that foul trouble territory though. Richards ball over the top to Donovan, and that is so hard to guard out there when Donovan can get her back to someone and just kind of drive to the rim. Colby trying to bring this one back towards the basket. Taking a wide open little shot from right around the free throw line. Great rebound there from Olenek. Going over Donovan and McVicker out there. Seems Colby's trying to exploit Donovan a little bit on the defensive end. Obviously very difficult to drive in towards the basket against her. But Donovan won't usually kind of come outside of that kind of paint arc underneath the basket. Kind of finding that little open shooting space down there. And Sasse drains the three right in front of the Husson crowd. And that gets the whole gym rocking a little bit.
Sasse, once again, coming off the bench and just being an absolute spark for the Eagles. And here the crowd's giving an ooh and an ah. And how about that three-pointer, Avery?
As that will force Colby to take the timeout. We'll take a quick break here as well as these two teams recollect. And welcome back to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. Right now, the Eagles have cut this lead to just 2 for Colby as they enter the half down 7. Definitely rolling a little bit. We saw that big 3 right at the end, or right before that timeout from Sasse to bring it back within 2 for the Eagles. As this one will be taken by Colby here. Trying to get back in the driver's seat a little bit. As this one blocked away by McVicker. That was Mordarski who tried to dribble around her. And McVicker, not the tallest player out there on the court. One of the better defenders, though, as she's going to knock that one clear. Sasse with it, finding Donovan. Donovan from 3, and she drains it as the Eagles take their first lead since about midway through the first quarter on back-to-back 3-pointers. And all of a sudden, the Eagles crowd is starting to get into it a little bit.
What a tremendous sequence right there from the Eagles. You saw the incredible block from McVicker, and Donovan, not known for her 3-point shooting, I think around 41% on the year. But when you got a player who can do just as much in the 3-point as she does in the paint, that is a very scary tool to have on your team.
Donovan, another nice defensive play at the opposite end. And Sasse is going to take this one away. Trying to get around Olenek here. And now Richards with it. The Eagles are rolling a little bit right now. Cook with it in the corner. Another dangerous 3-point shooter. Sasse finding Donovan inside. And coming in a little bit too hard was Ibunabu as she ran into Donovan on that one. And it looks like Colby will make a couple substitutions here as Cho and Hanscom will re-enter the game. As Donovan will get a chance to take a couple free throws here. He's going to drain that first one, sending the Eagles lead at 2-2. I believe in that first half, Eagles' biggest lead of the game was sitting at 5. And now up to 3 here. As momentum is definitely swung in Husson's favor here in this third quarter, especially in that final, or that last about 2 minutes of play. As Lengel will come in to replace Donovan out there. Hanscom working against her, almost getting the tough bucket. And Mordarski coming in with the strength play. And it looks like she'll win possession here for Colby. We ripped that one free of Lengel down underneath. Olenek going to send this one into Cho here. Cho finding Olenek. Trying to get past McVicker. Going up towards the basket, and she'll net that one home. Almost flies her way all the way out of the gymnasium. She comes crashing in underneath the hoop. I'll bring it back within 1 here for Colby. This game's starting to heat up here late in the third quarter. As McVicker will take a 3. This one a little too far. I think the gym might have erupted if she drained that one right in front of the Husson student section. I think that's definitely the loudest this gymnasium gets when a player can drain a 3 from this near side corner right in front of the band and a lot of the student section down there. Especially tonight, not an overly packed gym either. Definitely seeing this place rocking a little bit come near the end of the season. Some of those Maine Maritime, Farmington games along with Thomas. And really get the Eagles faithful going. As Hanscom's going to drain this first free throw to tie this one up.
Yeah, being fortunate enough to be part of this broadcast and as well as being a spectator in the stands, we have plenty of experience to tell you that this place can get loud when it wants to be, regardless of how many people are in this gymnasium. We saw in that little run the Eagles had, the oohs and the ahs of all the incredible plays that were happening. So this gym, at any given point, can erupt.
And Cook's going to give this one over to Richards. Richards finding Lengel now. Lengel, nice little move to give this one over to Montigny. Montigny driving to the basket. Almost a foul call potential there on that one, but nothing gets called. And now Colby bringing it up the floor here. Tie ball game right now as Cho's going to try to bring this one inside. And she's going to get called for the travel, so the Eagles will get possession right back.
Got to give credit to Lengel for stepping up there. Believe it was Cook that poked the ball away to begin with, and as Cho was trying to gather herself, Lengel stepped right up and made her take that extra step.
And now Montigny with the ball. Giving it out to Cook. Cook for three, as that one a little too far. Montigny with the big rebound, though, finding Porter. And Porter drains that one right in front of the Husson bench. And now the Eagles going up 2 here with under a minute left in the third quarter. And now Olenek with it here, trying to go towards the basket. And she's going to get fouled before she can get a shot off. Colby will keep possession here. That foul going against Montigny, I believe.
Eagles foul number 0, Lauren Perkins. Her first, team's third. And
As Olenek will try to get this one in play. She's going to find Mordarski for three. That one a little too far, though. Lengel's going to get the rebound, finding Cook out on the wing. Players in transition here for the Eagles. Porter loses her footing and will get called for the travel on that one. She was trying to crash in. I think dished that one back out to Montigny coming in behind her. As Cho with it here. Cho dribbling around here, finding nice bucket there from Adubi Nibua as she gets that one home for Colby. Pass up top towards Porter. Trying to sling this one back around her shoulder. And a lot of scoring here in this final 10 seconds. Olenek's going to get a chance probably to take the final shot here of the third quarter, giving it to Hanscom now. Hanscom will take the shot. Little floater up and in. And the buzzer beater will tie this one up at 49-49. Entering the final quarter of play here, Sam, we are definitely in for an exciting final 10 minutes here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with that fourth quarter. And welcome back to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. And we have a tie game on our hands here between the Colby College Mules and your Husson University Eagles. As it will be Eagles potentially with the ball here to start out this fourth quarter of play. It's been a back and forth affair. Obviously coming into the half, the Eagles down 7, so they've definitely had the better third quarter of play. Montigny trying to go inside with it. That one knocked around. Donovan just manages to keep it in play. Finding Montigny out to Cook. Cook, if she had handled that one cleanly from the start, would have taken that three-pointer. Porter's going to lose it, and Hanscom not managing to keep her footing. That one will go out of play. The Eagles, though, will only have 10 seconds here on the clock. Try to get a shot off. As take a little error there with the scorer's table. As Richards going to find Montigny. Nice little play, and Montigny with the bucket right in front of the Colby crowd on that one. As Olenek's going to hand this one up top here. Mordarski finding Hanscom now. This one, Olenek with it up and under and through, as she'll tie the game back up at 51 apiece. Richards with it, trying to bring it up to the middle of the court here, finding Montigny. Montigny trying to get past this Colby defense. Porter's going to find Richards, loses the handle on it though. Now Colby on the offensive. Mordarski, pass too strong there for Olenek. That one's going to leak its way out of play. Like Colby just got moving a little too fast on that one. I think that can happen sometimes on those transitions. You're trying to get past a player, just trying to sling it over to the open player. It's got a little bit too powerful on it.
Yeah, absolutely. What also really makes it happen in a close game like this, what you really want to do is just kind of control the pace of the game. But when you're this close in a game like this, what you want to do is obviously you're going to want to score, go down the court as fast as possible, and try to get a quick bucket. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, as they like to say.
A game like this, definitely tensions start to rise as this one goes along. Richards with it here. He's going to try to give this one over to Porter, and I think they're calling that one off of Porter's fingertips, so it will be out for a Colby possession. I think the Eagles team, a little bit older, a little bit more experienced, will definitely have a little bit more kind of ability to keep their nerves late in this one. It's a very young Colby team out there.
Absolutely. The Eagles, as you said, a lot of experience, and they are very good. If the game ever comes down to the wire, they're able to keep their composure and figure things out and get things done, which is going to be crucial if this game continues to be as close as it is right now.
A very veteran lineup out there right now with juniors in McVicker and Cook, I believe, along with 3 seniors in Donovan, Montigny, and Porter. This one a shot. That one a little too far. Donovan trying to keep it in play. That one just finding its way out to Montigny here. She's going to go out wide to McVicker. And this one's going to get poked out by Colby as the Eagles trying to get that one into Donovan.
You got to respect the defensive intensity right there from Nibuwa. As we talked about so many times in these broadcasts, guarding Bailey Donovan is not an easy task, especially when you're down low in the paint right there as Porter gets it to go. But, again, great awareness right there to poke the ball away.
That will put the Eagles up 2. Nice little play there on the inbound as Montigny finds Porter. This one a pass inside to Hanscom, and she gets it to fall over the top of Donovan. Tie it right back up. These two teams just kind of trading buckets right now. I don't think either team's had more than a 2-point lead in the last 5 minutes or so. This one out top to Montigny, finding McVicker now. Over the top to Donovan. Going to find Porter in the corner. Montigny shot just in front of the arc. That one too far. Right back out to her, though. And she's going to go down. No foul call. This one passed up top to Olenek Cook on defense. And a beautiful move by Olenek to get over the top of Cook and net that one home for Colby.
Olenek with a beautiful Euro step in transition. Saw that Cook was right on her hip and just gave a little shimmy and just threw that ring right up and in.
That will give Colby, I believe, their first lead since the Eagles took theirs. Cook this one too far. Donovan manages to hit that one off Hanscom. Kind of a funky bounce off the floor there. Sasse will replace Montigny out there.
Yeah, it seemed like when Donovan tipped that ball away, bounced right off the shoe of Hanscom. Hence the reason why the Eagles stay with the ball.
12 seconds here on the shot clock. They're going to find Donovan just trying to get past her defender, and she will. She's going to tie this one back up. I believe Colby's going to get fouled on that play. That one was against Cook, trying to play defense there, kind of up the court.
Cook just jumped the gun a little bit too right there. I think what she was trying to do was just kind of intercept that pass to the point guard there, but just got a little bit too carried away.
This one taken up the court here by Colby. We're going to find Olenek here. Olenek now at 21 points in the game. Only 3 off her career best so far. Some strong contact underneath there between Ibawa and Donovan, as Donovan will win that battle. Sasse with the open three. That one nowhere close, as that will air ball underneath the basket. He'll be out for a Colby possession here. As they're going to bring this one up the court. Under 6 minutes now left in the game. Tied at 55 apiece here. As Hanscom getting left open underneath. This one, a shot. That one a little too far. Gets their own rebound and gets fouled. As Imawa does get possession here for the free throw, but I think she wanted one of those two to fall. As Torres Reyes will replace Cook out there. Ibawa sitting at a 91% free throw percentage so far on the season, as she'll make her first. And her second shot will fall as well, as that will put Colby up 2 here. I'll be surprised if a couple of these core starters, including Olenek and Hanscom, stay out here for the remainder of this fourth quarter. Potentially Donovan for the Eagles as well. As that one will tie the game back up. Porter with that little mid-range jump shot. Gonna go inside and gonna get fouled on the floor. So no shots here for Colby. They will keep possession though. They will get the foul, or they will get to go take free throws here. As Boone Nebu will take 2 here from the line. Gonna miss her first one. Shooting about 50% from the line on the season. And this one short off the rim. Hanscom trying to get strength play on this one, and it will go possession to the Eagles here, as that will be Bray Hunter coming back into the game.
Looks like on that last play was once again Roxanne Sasse, who has had quite the game coming off the bench for the Eagles. Hit a couple timely shots and is now forced to jump ball, which now gives the Eagles a chance to take the lead once again in this game.
McVicker with it here, working against Mordarski. Kaylin Porter right now leading the way along with Donovan for the Eagles, both sitting at 14. Donovan will make it 16 for herself, along with 10 rebounds. Another double-double for her here tonight. Eagles, just those two sitting in the double digits in points so far on the night. This one a pass over the top. McVicker manages to poke it away. Donovan is going to rip this one free. And now McVicker with it here. Going to try to go over the top to Donovan. Mordarski trying to get in front of it. Donovan with the missed shot. This one's going to bounce its way out to Torres Reyes, though. McVicker thought about it there. Is going to take it from the elbow, and this one a little too far. And Olenek will get the rebound here underneath.
Yeah, great. That was great awareness right there from McVicker. I saw the defender was coming from that first shot, so decided to hesitate all of us, I believe, and then just took that stepped-in shot, but just couldn't convert there.
As Colby will take a timeout. We'll stay here on the broadcast as we're closing in on the final 3.5 minutes of play here tonight. Right now, Colby being led on the back of Kate Olenek. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 for 3 from three-point range. 8 of 11 overall on shots, along with 2 for 2 for free throws. So definitely having kind of a hot hand tonight on the shot side of things.
Absolutely. She's been a big reason why the Mules have been so successful on offense. We've seen her a lot in that first half, especially when she was just knocking down a few big shots, driving to the lane, and she just had her imprint on this game. And as we saw in this second half, she's been a little bit quieter as of late, but definitely impacted the game in more ways than one.
Olenek and Mordarski both sitting at 33 minutes played so far in this one. The Eagles being led in minutes by McVicker as per usual at 26, closely followed by Donovan with 23. Olenek will get this one in quickly. Let's see what Colby tried to draw up there during that timeout.
You can see Colby's head coach, Chanel Harris-Smith, who, by the way, was a captain for the 2011 Trinidad and Tobago women's national team. Very impressive resume she's got.
As Olenek drains that one right in Sasse's face. And that will put Colby up 1 here, as Olenek now up to 24. Will tie her career best and season high. Whereas Rays for 3. This one a little too far, though. Scanlon trying to jump in there. A couple bodies go flying. Olenek taking it up the floor. Has McLoon on her left. She'll find her. McLoon will miss the shot. Going to hand it back out to Mordarski. She'll miss the shot. And eventually, believe that one just went out of play. As there was a couple people down on that play. Looked like Olenek there could have taken that one herself, bringing it up the floor, try to find McLoon. And now Hanscom will give it back to Olenek. Mordarski with it here. Mordarski thought about that one for a second. Olenek gets a little bit of space here. Going to go back to Hanscom. Hanscom with the size advantage momentarily, but Donovan coming in and knocking that one clear. But Hanscom trying to take that matchup against Sasse. Donovan, though, second defender on the play. This one's going to go off of, looks like the Eagles with the final touch. As I believe the Eagles will take a timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back for the final 2.5 minutes of play here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. And welcome back to the Husson Eagles Sports Network. I'm Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. Right now, Colby up 1 on the Eagles. It's been a very back and forth fourth quarter as Colby being led by Kate Olenek, the freshman, sitting at 24 points in this one so far. As she's definitely balled out here tonight for this Colby team. Hanscom's going to give this one over to Mordarski. Mordarski trying to put up a shot. He'll get fouled by Scanlon there, so she'll go to the line to take 2. Mordarski, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Starting all 16 games so far on the season. Season ago as a freshman, starting 19 out of 21, averaging about 10.5 points per game. Definitely been a key contributor for this Colby team over the last few seasons. And that one will fall as she'll bring the lead to 2 here for Colby. Sasse just managing to keep that one in play. As Torres Reyes has this one. Going to find Scanlon. Going to go out wide to Sasse here. Going to go in towards the basket. And referee will blow the whistle here. That's going to be a foul on Olenek. She might have caught Sasse on the way through. Only her second foul of the game. McVicker right now sitting at 4. Definitely in foul trouble, but also has led the Eagles in minutes on the season. Not exactly a player you take out as McVicker here for 3. This one a little too far, though, as Hanscom's going to put one heel on the line right in front of Eagles crowd. As the referees will confer here.
It looks like they're going to talk about that last play where it seemed like Hanscom's foot was on the line, but looks like Richards might have gotten a piece of that as she was going out of bounds to try to save it.
Looks like the referees will hold up their call down there. Richards going to get this one into McVicker here. Finding Torres Reyes. And I believe that will be called on Mordarski.
They caught McVicker with an elbow right there trying to go to the paint. McVicker trying to go to her left hand, and Mordarski just caught her with that elbow.
One sent in quickly to Richards. Now finding Donovan. Almost gets it taken away. Hanscom defensively there. Nothing she can do about it as Donovan goes right over the top of her. Minute now left in the game. Tied 61-61 between these two teams. That one pass over the top. Just managed to keep it in play, but stolen away by the Eagles as McVicker has it here under a minute. Colby will get another possession here regardless of when the Eagles score on this one. The Eagles, looking at the clock, would get the ball back as well. This one out to Sasse for 3, and that one falls as she makes her second big 3 of the game. That will result in a Colby College timeout as the Eagles are up 3 right now on Colby on the back of a few big 3-point shots from roughly about the same area there from Roxanne Sasse.
Golly gee willikers, Avery. What an absolute dynamic shot right there. Roxanne Sasse coming off the bench with a big-time shot for the Eagles. Holy moly, what a play.
And the Eagles definitely rolling right now. The crowd is into it. 41 seconds, though, still on the clock here. Colby definitely has the scorers out there to bring this one close again, try to tie this one up. Obviously, the Eagles would get possession of the possession back if Colby were to score here off of the timeout. As Colby here trying to draw up kind of a last-second 3-point bid here. Obviously, you kind of have two options. One of those is to try to drive to the rim, draw the foul, try to get the and one out there. Another one to try to get some of those 3-point shots. I think they would look towards either Mordarski or Olenek for those 3-point range shots. Olenek, a 40% shooter on the season from 3-point. But I think the Eagles also definitely are kind of aware of that. I think some of their better defenders out there on the court right now.
Yeah, I'm head coach Harris Smith for the Mules. I'm definitely looking for Olenek here. She's had that hot hand all night. Just hit majority of her shots, and looks like that's where they're going right now.
And Olenek will get open here. And getting double teamed right now by the Eagles. She's going to give it over to Mordarski. A missed shot here from Colby. All but ends the game. Mordarski from 3. This one too far. McVicker with it. She'll get fouled underneath the hoop. As they haven't entered the bonus quite yet. So Colby here will go into a full court press. Trying to take this one away. Husson will call the timeout to move the ball up the court some. We'll stay here for this final 30 seconds. This one's definitely coming down to the wire. There's no difference here between shot clock and game clock, so the Eagles could theoretically just try to run this one down, force Colby to try to foul. I think it really comes down to this inbound play, Sam.
Absolutely. I mean, Kissy Walker has made the right call right there to advance the ball a little bit, so that way you run the risk of getting trapped at the half court if you're taking it all the way up. So smart play right there. If I'm the Eagles, I'm just looking for anybody on the court basically get the ball in, just hoping for a foul. But if I'm the Mules right now, what you got to be doing is just trying to play right on their hip, playing as staggering defense as possible in order to get some sort of play here to get the ball back.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles try to get this one straight to Donovan, just kind of throw something up high, let her get her hands on it. Colby will definitely be trying to be ready for this one, as they're going to throw this one cross court to Porter. Dangerous ball. Porter puts her hand down on midcourt, though. So that will be a backcourt.
Oh, they called the foul
the foul there. It's a big call between the referees there. The Eagles will keep possession here. Obviously, another big inbound coming here, under 25 seconds. This one sent in quickly to Richards. Eagles with possession. Richards just going to try to dribble this one out. Olenek will take the foul there. Husson up 3 here. Richards can make one of these. It would definitely put them in a very, very heads-up position here. The Eagles still 1 timeout remaining. As Richards will miss that one. Some late kind of catcalling there from the crowd. Richards here, chance to potentially put this one away. As she drains the second one, and that will make it 65-61. Colby will take their final timeout of the game. As I think they're just trying to advance the ball up the court a little bit here. At this point in the game, Smiley, you're down 4. What do you try to draw up if you're the Colby College Mules? Obviously, kind of in a hard, weird tweener range of, yes, you want to try to get potentially a 3 off or just try to get a bucket, get a turnover, and then get a second bucket out there.
So the best way to go about this, we've seen the Mules been doing this all game. They've been trying to force Donovan out of the paint to just kind of attack the paint right there. But when you bring her out of the paint, it also opens up more opportunities for a three-point because her teammates are going to kind of pick up the slack when they're trying to drive to the paint. So I think what would be most beneficial would be an Olenek three-pointer. As we said, she's had the hot hand earlier today. So we'll just see what they come up with here.
As Colby will have possession here right in front of their own bench. The Eagles obviously probably getting told no fouls here. Last thing you want is a three-point shot with a foul. Mordarski will take a 3 here. That one too far. This one bouncing around. Richards wins it. This one staying in play, though. Mordarski still with it, finding Olenek wide open. Going to fake out McVicker, take the shot, and drain it. 8 seconds now on the clock. The Eagles will take another timeout here as Mordarski now up to, I believe, 27 in the game. Career high for the freshman. Big-time three-pointer on that one. Obviously, the Eagles still have possession here, up 1, 8 seconds left in the game. This is not the situation you want to be in if you're Colby, but that three-pointer makes it possible now at this point. You can steal one back. They don't have any timeouts left, so you can't steal it back and then just try to kind of hold on to it. They're going to have to get something active quick and then get it up the floor.
Absolutely. I mean, that's still just a big-time shot there from Olenek. I mean, we've talked about her all game, her impact that she's had. It just with the doctor order in a tight game like this.
Eagles will try to confuse this Colby's team a little bit. In a very bunch formation here. Players are going to separate here as this one guarded well by Colby. They're going to foul Richards here. So it will stay possession here for the Eagles. I think Colby would almost rather be in the bonus at this, or actually they are in the bonus here as the team's going to finally make their way over. So it'll be Richards to take 2 free throws here. Husson up 1. As she's going to make the first one. So that'll make it a 2-point game here. We would need a 3 to win, 2 to tie at the moment. And Richards misses the second one. We'll get the rebound. I think that might have been an intentional play on that one. As the Eagles will take the foul down here on Richards. So now the Eagles here still up 2. Richards' chance here to make both end the game. About 3 seconds on the clock. And she'll miss the first one, so life here still for Colby.
Yeah, even so, I mean, even if Richards misses, you got to get the ball up the court in less than 4 seconds here, so let's see what happens.
And she'll make the second one. This one a pass over the top to Hanscom. Hanscom is going to get fouled before she can take the shot. So 1.5 seconds here on the clock. Colby will have possession here. They're down 3, so they need a 3-point shot here from Colby to tie. Actually, it will be a foul and in the bonus here. So Hanscom can make this one as she'll miss the first one. At this point, I think you kind of have to intentionally miss it, as that one will go in. And the Eagles will take a timeout here. I'm not sure if they're counting that basket or if the Eagles, or if they called a violation there on the free throw potentially.
I believe what happened was once Hanscom released the ball, she kind of stepped over the line a bit too quickly. And as such, Coach Walker called a timeout and a chance to potentially put the game away, but crazy things have happened in basketball.
1.5 seconds left here on the clock. It's like members of the Colby men's team leaving the building. As Colby here down 3, just a second left. They'd have to win a play off the inbound and just kind of heave something up from deep in their own end. Richards gets it, and that will end the game as the Eagles, kind of a late comeback victory here tonight over Colby College. NESCAC schools are usually very tough opponents, and a great game here tonight, Sam, as these two teams battled it out throughout. It's kind of a back and forth affair throughout the entirety.
Absolutely, and the turning point in this game was that huge third quarter for the Eagles. It seemed like everything was clicking for them. They got to their spots, they executed on offense, so many timely shots were hitting, and their defensive intensity just picked up from the very get-go of that second half. And as a result, they were able to climb back into this game and secure, like you said, Avery, a very, very solid win over a very, very solid team.
The Eagles were led by Bailey Donovan with 18 points, 11 rebounds, along with Kaylin Porter with 14 points. While Colby was definitely led by Kate Olenek, 27.7 rebounds. Quite a performance from the freshman. Will be around for this Colby team for multiple seasons to come. The Eagles now moving to 8-8 on the season. They'll be taking on Maine Maritime next Monday in what will be a big, big conference matchup for taking on Umpy and a doubleheader against Thomas in late January. Colby will move to 9-7 on the season, including 3 straight losses, and will take on Bowdoin next week, or this weekend, that is, on Saturday, who is one of the tougher teams in that NESCAC conference. But for now, we thank you all for joining us here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. I've been Avery Henningsen alongside Sam Miller. The game was filmed and produced by the Husson Eagles Sports Network. We thank you for joining us. Have a good rest of your evenings.